A little smile going after your threes now. You're developing a little swagger out there.
I'm just trying to have fun. I had a lot of fun on Tuesday. That was a good win for us. So yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't having fun out there.
How much rapport do you need to kind of develop with the point guards in terms of them finding you in comfort? With Derek, obviously you worked on it and then you pulled out of there.
I mean, I feel comfortable with all our guys, all our guards, all our bigs too. I think we're a really close-knit team. So I think that translates to the court as well.
With Karras, I mean, once he became the lead guard in the second half, I talked about it a little after the game, but how different is it with him kind of running the show?
I mean, it's an adjustment not having Derek out there. Derek's obviously a great point guard, but Karras, has taken a lot of reps at point in practice, and I think in a lot of ways you're kind of prepared for that.
Do you see defense collapse more on him than they would on Derek? Notice the difference?
I mean, yeah, Karras gets a lot of attention inevitably, so it's nice for guys like me when he draws all the eyes.
UConn game was the anomaly, obviously. What was different about that game than the other ones? Were you a little tight, do you think?
Not necessarily tight. I mean, the tournament setting is weird because you only get 30 minutes before the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I went, the whole day without touching the basketball, really, and, get 30 minutes, so I only get so many shots. So I have, like, a routine I like to do before the games, and I didn't get to do it in that game, so that's probably, I'm not going to say that's why, but, you're also going to have off nights. So.
How long does the routine take?
It's about 35, 40 minutes, like about 115 makes.
You're currently shooting like 60%, I think, on threes. Is that even high for you?
I mean, I try not to get too caught up in the numbers. I try to just take good shots, but, to be honest, I feel like I should make everyone, so it's just kind of how I am.
Coming off the bench, shooting cold, things like that, take us through, is there any kind of difference at all? Or?
Not really. I kind of, I definitely don't mind coming off the bench. Kind of gives you a chance to kind of get a feel for the flow of the game, maybe what they're calling or how, they're defending us or how they're playing offensively. So it's I kind of like to view it as an advantage, I'd say.
You don't need to go through a possession, you won't? First time you touched your hand, you got no...
Sometimes, yeah, I mean, I like to maybe get a little sweat going up and down a couple times, but I'm open. I just got to let it fly, I guess.
Do you notice it changing as you hit more shots that more people are paying more attention to you? Or?
A little bit. I mean, we run good offense, so a lot of times that generates open shots, so I just try to take good ones.
Karras was saying he was surprised to find you open as many times as NC State left you. Are you still surprised to find yourself open as much as you have been?
I don't know about surprise. Kind of going off what I just said. I mean, we run good stuff, and when our bigs, roll hard to the basket, you got to collapse and help off them, and you have guys like Karras, Zach, and Derek out there. They draw a lot of attention as well.
You starting to figure things out defensively, what they're expecting of you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be in the right place at the right time. That's the big thing for me defensively is, I know I'm not the quickest guy, but if I cannot make mental mistakes and scouting report errors, that's kind of my big focus right now.
How far have you come in that respect from the first game?
I definitely think I'm improving. That's something our coaching staff really stresses is being smart both offensively and defensively. So that's kind of something you can control, where maybe you can't always control Cat being a lot quicker than you or something like that.
You say you're not the quickest guy, and that was obviously a big question when you kind of came from Williams, was making the switch to guarding guys, from like UConn and things like that.
Yeah.
Just how can you describe what that difference has been like? Is it something that's actually, giving you trouble or anything like that, or is it not that big of a deal?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge. I'm certainly up for it. But no, like kind of what I was saying, it just comes down, when you give up areas like quickness and maybe strength, it just means you got to be really good at knowing personnel and knowing tendencies and stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of moved my focus towards that sort of stuff.
More of a thinking man's
Yeah,
game.
try to be at least.
So you're confident at this point that you can play at this level?
Yeah. I mean, that's a big credit to the coaching staff and my teammates as well.
Was there any concern when you first came over here that might not be the case?
I mean, I definitely, inevitably you go through some spells where, I don't know about not confident, but just kind of not quite sure. But like I said, coaching staff and teammates are always there to pick you up.
Were there any pure shooters you really idolized growing up?
I'm a
Out of the
I'm a Celtics fan, so Ray Allen, big fan of Ray Allen. Obviously Steph Curry, love the way he shoots as well. So
Nick Stauskas.
Stauskas, yeah, sure. I played against Nick in high school, so he was always a guy I was kind of, I guess, yeah, I looked up to. You could say that.